What's up, guys? Welcome to another Fritz video where we take a look at a scenario where civilization has restarted. Now, last time we did see that big war in Asia that was going on, like a huge great war in Asia that was going on. But you can see the China team is going to actually start locking in, and basically they're just simply going to do what they do best and start a pushback, a counterattack. They said, we want to win this war, and we will win this war. And now they're just like, there's no point of focusing in that united country, because they're probably going to collapse anyway, since, their relationships at this point isn't the best. But, I mean, at least they're surviving. I mean, India is crushing them, and yeah. But anyways, you'll just see China start pushing this country. The Cyan team starts pushing the Cyan team back and winning this war. And now Siberia, with it kind of getting chilly and turning winter, Siberia and China team up, and Siberia kicks the Cyan team out of their mainland. So now Siberia and China can put Plan Liberation to active. And basically, China will try to liberate the countries that got taken or occupied by, or got their capital occupied by the Cyan team. First, starting with this country that's shaped like an L, as you can see. Yeah, you can probably see it. They're gonna start Plan Liberation now. See the plan. Oh my! Why are they not? I do not like that color, but it's alright, I guess. And you're gonna see them get the capital from occupied troops, and a little bit more actually, since I forgot to change the shade of color. My bad, y'all. So yeah, you're just gonna see them take all of that, and yeah. So now they're back. The L team is back. But now when they try to go there, their Cyan team is like, oh, wait a minute. This Navy Blue team actually has a good position. And with this, I could probably officially make the power rankings. I would have to say Cyan team first. No, Cyan team, Red team first, Cyan team second. Red team first, Cyan team second, India third. And that's the top three from right now. Fourth, China, definitely. Fifth, Sky Blue team. And that's top five. That's top five for right now, or currently. In the thing that's whole going on, Asia is like way stronger than Europe. I mean, it's literally where it started. The red team, is strong. Gave basically, they're the starters of it all. I can't believe they're even still here. I can't believe they're even still here as a country. But yeah, they are still here. And that's absolutely amazing though. And back to the main topic in this war. Both teams are, and they're able to get their capital back with the help of China. And yeah, that's exactly why China is ranked fourth. And I could definitely see Siberia being also a strong country, just not top 6. I mean, I guess Siberia is stronger than the Sky Blue team. And in territory-wise, it's just that they're in the snow. It's just like, barely any of their land is habitable. And so that's kind of why. And Siberia, and finally, with help of Siberia and China, they're able to get independence back. In Pakistan, it's just like not paying attention at all. India is screaming at Pakistan to go help. And Pakistan does not even know what they're talking about. Even though they're right by the border, right by the conflict. They didn't even know there was countries out there. Like, they just thought those people were Pakistan people. Kind of weird. But Cyan teams will continue They will get all that area back. And finally, China, Siberia, and Cyan will make a deal and say, if we accept this deal, alright, all of us are out of this war, at least. Like, we are not involved what they do. So, basically, the Great Asian War isn't the Great Asian War anymore. It turned to the Great Asian War to the Great Asian War to the, how do I say this? Great Asian War to the Small Asian War. Basically, Cyan is just gonna absolutely get everything they wanted, and they realized the Navy Blue team in that southern part of their country is actually way more important than that they actually do, and they had a lot of resources. But this would cause this country to also make peace once China is at the war, because there is no point of fighting anymore. As you can see, they're getting destroyed. The Sky Blue team troops are just destroying them over here. India already taking 2 countries. And that's actually probably going to be our Navy Blue is the first country to just be wiped off the map. Not counting Rome, since it was kind of a collapse. Like, they're just been wiped out the map with a war. Like, not collapsing over time and living in, like how Rome did in episode 3. It was kind of bad. They like could not stay together for like 1 second. Holy. And that's gonna end this freaking war once and for all. This war that lasted 1 episode, the longest war that lasted in the series. And no, we are not counting that Naples war between Europe as one episode, because it was only a 1 year long war with Spain, and them and Spain literally made peace. So yeah, it doesn't count. So yeah, we're just gonna see China, everybody change their capital, especially after their war. The people are paranoid, and Japan surprisingly didn't send any help. And even their origins are for Korea. They said they like Japan more, so change their capital to Japan, of course. And so with that, the Indian team and Thai team will finally continue this war, continue their push, and seize their capital again. Finally, because it took them a while to get that capital back. And that blue team right there will say, "We surrender, we surrender." And let's just look at this peace treaty. First, they will get all of that. They will annex the southern part they just took, and they will take a little more land. And so now, this country looks like a dominant powerhouse. They're a strong country. You might have lagged at that part if I was quiet for a long time. Yeah, you might have just lagged. And so we'll just see the peace treaty between all of these countries and what's gonna happen for all these countries, the land they're all gonna get. And now that means Pakistan is gonna get some land. Actually gonna get some land out of this peace treaty, which is good for Pakistan, I guess. So yeah, Pakistan is gonna get some land out of this peace treaty. Everybody's gonna get some land out of this peace treaty. It's a win-win, except for the Triangle Alliance. China will get all their land back since they weren't in the war no more. Like, them and India made peace because they did not even care about that country down there anymore. They were too weak. And they get that. The region they wanted, the reason why this war started. Yeah, they get what they wanted. They got what they wanted. They got what they wanted. Blue team gets all the land they lost back. Well, not all of it, since they lost way more land than they had. Plus the casualties they faced. Yeah, it was bad. They do get to keep that island they occupied, though. And I'm pretty sure they're just going to occupy that island because you're like, no way that we're actually, going to annex it. Pretty good puppets there, I mean. The keep. And Pakistan gets a little bit of land, which is going to hype them up. They get land. They actually won a war with their historical rival for like all these episodes, India. And Pakistan was the reason why India's even here. They were colonized India. And now, let's just give them a new capital. They're going to make their capital right there. And now, that's kind of it. Yeah, let me just fix this. It's a huge color difference. Oh, also that island isn't really a thing. It's just occupied too. So yeah, that's really it. And that's it. That concludes the Great Asian War. I mean, the conflict was huge. It lasted days. But now that war's over with. We don't have to worry about that war. Right? 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 Wait. Right. Wait, so right. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about that war no more. That happened in Asia. A long war. Nobody wants to have that long war in Asia again. But, let me just give them a capital. Not that big. Right, like that big. God. Nobody wants to go into a war that big again. And they're like, of course not. That war was dreadful. And also, let me just make the English channel. Something I messed up on a long time ago. We're gonna also have some events happen in Europe today. After focusing on Asia for like a whole episode, and for almost half of this episode, you see them right there? They are gonna split into like a bunch of countries after being united. It's literally episode 3. Yeah, a lot of countries here just gonna get their independence. They're gonna get all of that right there. All the land they want. And then there's gonna be one in the south. And all mostly of the southern land. They split up for a reason. And they have good relationships. I mean, like, the South and the North have good relationships. But, like, the West... Wait, hold on. Let me just create the West doesn't have so much good relationships with them. The West actually has very bad relationships with the South and Ireland. Which you can see is right there. And that will cause Ireland to be fully Ireland. So, yeah. Ireland is fully Ireland. And yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And so let me just give them all of them capitals. Well, they already had a capital, but let me just make it smaller, of course. And since they weren't that big at first, and they will change their capital to actually that little, well, same area but smaller. But it kind of changed. And they will have their capital all the way into the side of the south. Well, I can make that a little better. Right there. And that's gonna be and now we look by the Nordics. We're just gonna look at the map, see what we have, and just look at the map, see what we got. And we're just gonna do some fixing on the map. And yeah, so that was a pretty good episode, but I think it's gonna be concluded here. And see you guys in the next episode. Maybe something crazy will happen or not, but that's all we have. See you next episode.